It's not uncommon nowadays to spot headlines reminding us about one of the most alarming problems in education today.
We've been talking about, retention and recruitment of teachers for a very long time. And, I think the pandemic exacerbated all of this, but I think this has been, actually a national and global problem for a long time now.
Inside the March issue of School Administrator magazine, Arizona State University's Carol Basile outlines a possible remedy.
The next education workforce really is our way of beginning to think about how can we provide a workforce that can personalize and deepen learning for students by thinking about teams of teachers and breaking down the isolation of teachers to work in teams. This is a way for us to begin thinking very differently about a structural change, a workforce change. How do we define who's in that workforce? How do we take the people who are already in it? How do we power them up? But how do we think about their roles differently? How do we deploy them differently? And then how do we advance them in a variety of different ways? And that's people from all the way from community educators to our paraprofessionals and aides, to our professional teachers, to our specialists, to our leaders, thinking across that spectrum. But how do we now begin to think about how we utilize all those people, how we use their strengths, how we distribute their expertise around groups of kids?
Basile and co-author Brent Madden point out a 28% drop in students completing teacher prep programs in an 8-year span, according to the U.S. Department of Education. They also tout Mesa Public Schools, which has a next education workforce model already in place. To read March's issue of School Administrator magazine about AASA's Learning 2025 initiative, visit the AASA website or join the conversation through social media.